today. So we're just running a couple of micro sessions for each apps in Tidy. So I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day today to join me. My name's Jasmine. I'm the account manager at Tidy. And yeah, we're just diving into the Meetings app. So a tool that's really sort of designed to streamline your meetings process from start to finish. So if you're scheduling, conducting, or following up the meetings, TidyHQ has all the facilities there for you. So we'll just do a little overview of today's session. Today, we're just really going to run through of creating a meeting agenda with topics, sending invitations, conducting the meeting, post-meeting, and a couple of additional features that you can use within the Meetings app. So really, why would you use the Meetings app in Tidy? Meeting agendas, minutes, and attendance are all logged in one place. So all your meeting records are centralized. So no more lost sort of PDFs or Google Drive or whichever program you use, or forgotten emails or discussions with your committee members. It's all there in one location. Your stakeholders can access their historical records and see who said what when. So it just helps everyone get a line from the club, from whether it's your volunteers to your peak body leaderships on decisions that are being made and actions. So you can make them public. So yeah, you can just really show those members that some decisions aren't being made behind closed doors. It's up to you if you want to make your meeting minutes public or not. You can still keep them private for your admin and your team. And then you can lock your minutes as well, so no one can tamper them. So ensuring there's a bit of integrity of records. You can also, on top of that, we have a activity feed on your organization, so you can see what admins are actually doing within the organization. And then, yeah, it helps onboard your new committee members as well. So any new volunteers or committee members coming on board, they can review post-meeting records and get up to speed pretty quickly. All right, so I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for 1 second and I'll dive into my demo environment. And if anyone has any questions on the way, please feel free to turn off your mic and ask the questions. It's a very relaxed section. Yeah, feel free to ask questions as we go along. Alrighty. So just using my demo environment here. So depending on your club or association, it will look very similar like this. You'll come to your little avatar. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger. Now you'll be into your admin dashboard and you'll have the Meetings app installed. If it's not installed yet, just head over to your apps area and you can install the Meetings app. You can install and uninstall apps at any time within your Tidy HQ license. So let's head in and start creating one from scratch. I'll just show here that this is just showing the upcoming meetings. So we've just set up some demo ones here for Happy New Year's. You'll also be able to access your past meetings up here. So if you just click into past meetings, you'll be able to see all your meetings here. So really simple, create a new meeting. You just want to name your meeting. So for this example, I'm just going to use AGM. If you know where the location is going to be, so if it's going to be at your local football club or your organization's address, or it's a different location, you can put that in. So I'm just going to put, for this example, on their football club. Actually, let's just put on that beach. And then it should come up with a little map as well. So you can put the map on there if you want, or you can switch it off. It's up to you. Just click save. Then pick your date. So I'm just going to put the next Friday, and you can put a start time and an end time. You don't need to put an end time. It's up to you. We know that sometimes meetings can go over time, so that's fine. We do have this option to select a conferencing. So currently we only integrate with Zoom. You would need to set up that integration separately within our app section here to have that installed. Alternatively, I would just suggest, if you are using a different platform, so today I'm using Google Meets, I could just put the link in the description that is accessible to your meeting members, so they could just access it via the description here. Yeah, you can just put in a short description, so I'll just put this is the annual meeting for Bondi Football Club. And then you can put who will be running the meeting. So if you've seen our previous webinar, it's really important to have your admins and roles set up to have the role associated with your meetings. So if you select the chairperson here, if I was to type the secretary, our secretary would come up, and currently we have 2 people in that position. We have Alex and Isaac, so they're both our secretaries at the moment. It might just be like a transition stage, so I'll click that one, and they will be responsible for chairing the meeting. And then the minute taker, let's just say it's the treasurer, you would just type in that role. The other option is you can just type in their name as well. So my name Jasmine, if I just type that in, it will come up with my contact details, or you can select it to the role. I highly recommend using roles. That way, in case if someone was to depart while you are creating this agenda, that way once they depart and you change the person to the treasurer, so Jasmine departs and let's say John takes over as treasurer, it will just automatically allocate to John being the minute taker. Now we're just going to start adding in our agenda items. So for this agenda item, I'm just going to type in one here. So we'll just put welcome meeting open. And then we can put the owner of each agenda as well. So each item, I'm just going to zoom in so we can see properly here. So you can, put an owner for each of the items. So let's just say for this example that Alex is actually going to do the opening.
Then can I just interrupt for a second? Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to turn the microphone on. Just going back to those items that like you had the conferencing, for example. I don't have that option on mine for some reason. Can I add that after to a meeting?
Yeah, you should be able to add it after as well. So
I'm editing a meeting. I'm editing a meeting right now. An upcoming meeting, but it doesn't have the conferencing. Oh, yes, it is. I beg your pardon. Delete all reference. It's there. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's okay. That's all right. I'll carry on then, no problem. Just add the owner in, and you can put the type. So is it just for noting? Is it going to be an action item, or is it just for discussion? So for this example, I'm just going to put for noting. You can set a duration if you like, or you can leave it blank. It's totally up to you. It just might help with the flow of your agenda items to make sure you've got sort of set times to keep everyone on track. And then you can also add attachments as well. So we've got this little option to add attachments. So you just need to click that and click upload new. And if you need to attach any like financial details, you can also do that as well. Part of this agenda items here, I'm just going to add in a couple of items here just so I can show you some examples. So noting of guest, and then we'll put apologies. We'll put meetings of previous AGM. So what I'm going to do here is see these 3 little dots. You can actually create subtopics. So with the welcome meeting open, noting the guest will probably be a subtopic under that. So if you just click this one, it will automatically create that as a subtopic. So you see this is item 1, and then we've got 1.1 of noting the guest. So we can do that, and then we can also shuffle the agenda items around. So if you're going through adding all the items and you go, oh, no, that's actually supposed to be before then, all you need to do is do that, and you can shuffle it. So it's really, really easy to move around. We do have a little help text down here just to remind you of how you can do that. And then, just go through and add in all the owners. You don't need to have the owners. It's totally up to you. So I'll just go ahead and add a couple of owners for each of these. We'll do, we'll do Alex for all of these. This one.
So owners are optional?
Yes, they're optional, so you don't need to have them in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's the same for the type and duration. So it's just really, I guess, to help with your flow of those meetings. So we'll just put for noting here, and then we'll put for discussion. Cool. Now I'll just step back to make this a little bit bigger again. Now you just want to click create meeting. And now that's going to create a meeting for me, and it's going to say meeting has been saved. Now, from here, what you want to do is probably send the invite to your committee members, so everyone gets a copy of this meeting. Really easy, just click the send invitation. Now, because I have added the owners, it actually automatically will send it to Jasmine and Isaac, so it's just going to add us automatically. So that is the benefit of putting the owners. It has not added Alex, but that's fine. I know he's coming, so we'll add him. Now, there is a cool little other function that we will probably go into in a different topic with our webinars, is if you have smart groups set up in your system, you can actually just go and type that smart group. So if I was to type in 2025 committee members, I could click that and it will add all my committee members. Obviously, it's going to add us again because we were already added, but there is that option to do that. So if you've got a group set up, you can just automatically use that group, and then it will just add everyone from that group to be invited to this meeting. So let me just go back and add everyone. Right, so we'll just send the invitation. And then what will happen is they'll get an email with the agenda attached, and then they can add it to their calendar as well. So now your meeting is just sitting here ready to be, I guess the next phase would be doing the actual meeting minutes. So when that day comes to do the meeting minutes, whoever's doing the meeting minutes would just log into their Tidy account. They would just come into the meetings, and then they would come in and action this meeting. So if I just come into this view details here, they would click this option here, start meeting. And then they can just start writing the notes directly into Tidy here. Any notes that they need to record, they can put it under each section. So because we have broken down the welcome meeting open into subtopics, they might leave this section blank, and then they might come into here noting guests. So we could say, if there was a decision that had been made at that particular agenda item, you could add that decision. You could also create a task as well. So if there's something that someone needs to follow up, so as an example, if we just come down here, if we, for the president report, just say there's an item that needs to be actioned by the treasurer or the secretary, you could do that directly here. So we could be like there you go. We've actually got some outstanding items here that's coming up as well. So need to submit, and the financial details. And then you can assign the person who's going to be responsible. So who's responsible for this task from this meeting? So is it the treasurer, the secretary, the president, or whoever's involved in your meeting? So let's just say it's the treasurer. And then we're going to put a due date. So let's just say, okay, Jasmine, the treasurer, she's got until next week, Thursday, to submit those details. So after this meeting, any tasks that are created and assigned to those roles will be sent to those roles to follow up. And then they'll also get a reminder on the day of as well to follow up those tasks. So it's a really good tool to use as well. I'm just going to write some notes here. I mean, you can click these next items as well, and it'll take you to the next item. I just scroll, it's just natural for me. So whatever works for you guys, feel free to click those buttons or just scroll through your agenda items. And then, if you want to add attachments today, so if you've got the meeting minutes from the previous AGM, you could come in and attach them, just upload. And then just find that file and then add it in. I'm just going to add this random little thing here. And then if there's any decisions out of that, you can add that, or a task as well. And then, once you're happy with it, you can either click save or you can click save and close. So you can save as you go or save and close. this one, I'm just going to click save and close. We can make finalizations to the meeting minutes as well. So you can see the minutes are now displaying here. And then all the minutes that I have written are just under each of those subtitles here. So we've got that one, and then we've got the action item here, and then my attachment here as well. And you can see we've also got my task that's also been included here. So we need to submit the end of financial details, and that's been assigned to Jasmine, and she's got until this date to do it. So everything's there in that one location. Once you're happy with the meeting minutes, you just need to share them. So you can share the minutes. You just click share, and it's going to share it to everyone that was in attendance. So all you need to do is click that and click share meeting minutes, and then it will send them a copy of the meeting minutes. You can also lock the meeting as well. So that means no one can make any adjustments to that meeting. So if we click this lock meeting here, this means that no one will be able to make changes, and it'll just be a read only. So only people that have admin access will be able to unlock this meeting. So if I click yes, I want to lock the meeting, it will say that the meeting has been locked, and you'll notice that you are unable to edit that anymore. You only can share the meeting minutes. If you click on this little down button here, this is where you could unlock the meeting again. If you needed to, you could do that. You can duplicate the meeting. So, you know, if you have the next AGM, what you could do is just duplicate this one and just make the changes necessary for your next AGM. Copy some existing meeting templates that you already have in the system rather than creating them from scratch again. Yeah.
Jasmine, the locking and unlocking there, that will be dependent on your permissions, which is in another part, depending on who's got permissions to do that.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So so anyone that has administration access to your organization will be able to, and they have access to the meetings app, they'll be able to lock and unlock your meetings. But also keeping that in mind is, you know, if someone is unlocking and changing it, we do have an activity feed of who's doing what within your club. So you can also track that as well, which I can show you if you're interested in that too. Yeah, so I'll just continue then, no problem. So also, duplicating of meetings is really easy to use in Tidy as well. It's just so you can copy your existing meeting templates. We've also got the option to make it public. If you do want to make it public so that your members can see the meeting minutes, you can do that as well. So I'll make this one public and I'll show you where it goes. Make this one public. This meeting is now public. Cool. So what will happen is I'll step back to our public page here. Depending on how your public page is being set up, your menu might show up here, but our menu just shows on this section here. If we just go to our meeting, which is, where are you? Must actually haven't published mine. That's okay. Let me jump in very quickly.
Is it down under important document?
No, I think that's okay. It's because I just I've just changed it to committee. That's right. Here we go. Committee works. Apologies. So we just changed our meetings name to committee works here. So all our meetings will show under this section here. So you'll see my AGM is showing here, and I can click in the details if I was a member and I was interested in looking at them. And then I can go in and look and be like, okay, this is when it was. I can see the minutes. Okay, great. This is the attachments. So yeah, they can go through and review those minutes as well. If you do decide to make that meeting public. If the meeting's not made public, then they won't be able to access it. It's just the people that you've shared the meeting minutes with, and whoever has admin access to this meetings app will be able to access that information. A really good tool to see as well is when you do come back into your meetings app here, is you actually be able to see, okay, this one actually is made public and it's also been locked. So that information is also there for you just for reference. I'm going to step back into this meeting as an example again and just go back to this area because the meeting minutes have been sent and forwarded to everyone and the public. We also have this public link, so you can also share that link as well if you're sending out like a newsletter or you're communicating via our section in Tidy via an email. You can also share that as a public link to your members, so that's an option there.
That's a quick one, Jasmine. The title you got there is AGM. Can that be amended?
Yeah, so it only can be amended once it's in the meeting template. So when you're creating it at the agenda level. So what I'd need to do is unlock this meeting and then, yeah, go through and edit it. But just because it's locked, I can't actually change it at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so in my case, for example, I send out agenda AGM, and then once the meeting is over, I'd like to then change that to minutes AGM.
It should just say that they are minutes anyway, but if you do want to change it, I guess we might be able to, yes, unlock meeting. Yeah, I'll just show you. Are you using the meetings at the moment for your?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just going to quickly jump into my emails because, yeah, like you can't really change the name only when it's at the agenda level. Once it's in the meeting minutes, it sticks with the title. So the thing is, though, like when they are sent the meeting minutes, I'm just going to share this other tab. So when you send them the email, it is sent to them like this. So it says meeting, AGM, and then it says it's the minutes. And then they can see the full meeting details and it gives them the attachment as well. So yeah, like obviously it won't say.
That's okay. Now I can see how to do that.
Yeah. So I mean that's a good way that like it's saying to them it is the minutes as well. I'll just step back. And the other option I was going to say is you could print the details as well. So if you wanted to print them off, there's that option as well to print them off and take them to another meeting if you needed to, or even if you click print details and you wanted to save them as a file, you could also do that as well. Just exit out that screen. But yeah, that was really most of the items that I wanted to go through with your meetings, but everything in regards to the meetings. Really there's creating the agenda, ensuring that you actually have assigned your admins to roles so you can actually assign them to actions as well. That's really important. Brody, I just want to double check, are you using the roles function in Tidy at the moment?
Yes, we do.
Okay, great. That's good. And how are you finding that?
Well, at the moment, we're still in a young club and just about everybody in the group has carte blanche access to everything, and that's about to be reviewed.
Okay, yeah. If you need any help on that end, please let me know, and myself or my other side member, Alex, can assist you with that too.
Yes, Alex has been helpful with a couple of other little things I've had too. Very good.
Great. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to go through today. Just wanted to keep it really short and simple, focusing on meetings. Next week, we're going to be going through, Isaac, our CEO, is going to be going through some automation potential tools that you can use to help with your club, AI tools. So there should be a fun little session to go through as well. And then after that, we'll be having a special guest join us for a couple of webinar series as well. Just wanted to check if anyone else had any other questions. Susan or Carol, let me know if you've got any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Oh, sorry, Susan. I think your microphone isn't working. Oh, okay, no worries. Well, if you do, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, I've recorded this session, so I will send you a recording, and you've got my contact details. So if you ever get stuck, please, more than happy, reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help. But yeah, have a great day, and yeah, thanks for joining me again.
Jasmine. No, that's great. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you so much, Brody. Bye.